position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Dropping back, it's Houck. Looking to buy time. It's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process.
Offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to go up top. He's got an open man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row, or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through a tackle. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They reached the national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason. To be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy, and you were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got the first down and more. Flying down the left side. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown time. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Use the play fake, now to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Off play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Shepard. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Away from the defender. He's now up to 70 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Back to pass, it's Gardner. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Just drives it between the uprights. Wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the offense has a gift back on the field after the costly special teams error. Motion from the wideout. They want to run this quarterback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and then did the rest himself to make quick points on the board. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Hout. Catch in the middle, it's Gibbs. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Defense playing a bail technique. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Using his feet to buy time. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Hout. Lets it fly. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. He now has 74 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. They'll leave it with him.
can run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position, it's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Gardner. Here comes the heat. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
They're dealing with a second and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk about Alabama. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become... There he goes! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And here's the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Now, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And, you know, we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Across the 45. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking for a man, it's Howell. It's complete on the right side. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run, and these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Trying play action. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Back to throw, it's Gardner. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. With the catch, it's Barnes. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. He's going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Wants to go up top on first down. Going over the top. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the option. Now the pitch. Finding an escape route. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Alabama pushing the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Gardner.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing with...
Touchdown time! Once he got some room, it was over.
But man, the defense really needed to stop it. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 21.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Fires to the wideout. Lots of running room at the 30. Inside and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Gardner. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. Hits the crease. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. bringing it back. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Moving away from pressure. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. You can show them the fade from any part of the field if you drop in a dime like that.
And that is a quarterback and wide receiver that you just got to give the look. You see the matchup, I got a matchup I want, my guy's better than yours, throw the fade, get the completion.
Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Hout. He uncorks one deep. He's got it up to 30. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Buckeyes are in the hurry up. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Looking down the left side. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. interception. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he can be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
28.
He'll bring it out. It's Shepard. He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me.
Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the first.
To the air, it's Hout. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Gain of 7.
And the Buckeyes are on the move. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He wants to throw it again. Bring in the heat. Throws for the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, that's another completion. And this quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out?
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing?
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Looking deep. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. A design run for the quarterback. crosses the 45. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Trying to get the edge on the right. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking downfield, it's Gardner. Steps away. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Powers through the defender. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great
Makes the grab at the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. He makes a grab. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. All wideouts, no backs. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Picked off to stop the threat. Got room on the return. Running through contact. They finally get him down, but a huge return turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Snap it to the back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the pole.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and
He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receiver.
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown time!
And this always is the debate of where do you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up by 19 over Virginia Tech. We will circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it early. He's been throwing it often. He's been throwing it all over the yard and with a lot of success.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He unleashes a long one. Hauls in the deep ball. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
He'll bring it out. It's Shepard. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the fourth quarter. Nice execution by this defense. And this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Nice move there. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now on the move.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Booth. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This win, guys, if they can finish it off behind this passing attack today, figures to vault them several notches up in the rankings and serve notice of what they're capable of.
It's funny, we're watching this one now, and some people may be surprised because of the numbers besides each of the team's names. By the end of the year, though, this may have been an obvious decision because of how well this team throws the football, David. They are electric through the air.
And listen, it's still early in the season, but you're proving your passing attack, and you're proving you got an offense to be dealt with. And you're also putting this one on the schedule for the playoff committee to circle and say, there's a top 10 win. Please continue to rise me up the charts.
I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul-searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul-searching. I think a lot of fans, including...